All right, y'all. It's Andrea here at VW Family Farm. Ben has come in the door, actually just stuck his head in and said, grab the camera, I got you a Valentine. I know it's a little late, but that's how we do things around here, so I have no idea what he's got. So let's go check it out.
Happy Valentine.
Is that rose hips?
It's dead flowers.
Is that rose hips?
Yes, it is.
I love you.
That's the best Valentine's ever.
Yeah.
Dead flowers without petals.
Look at these. Best Valentine's flowers I ever got.
Score.
I have such plans for these.
Score.
All right. While the rose hips were a really great gesture,
we're throwing them away.
Upon doing some more rose hip research, really you should harvest them about a week after your first frost. That's the optimum time for the benefits from them. And after that, they can actually start to go bad. So we're gonna have to change around when we go looking for some to harvest. Now we know where some are, and I actually think I'm gonna get me some to plant here at the house. I need to look in what variety and all that, and then I need to get me some ordered. So, but the chickens are getting a treat today from these. I read that they're really good for chickens as well, and I told y'all our chickens have been a little sickly, so this will probably be really good for them. Spread them out if you can.
Goodness, they're crazy.
Those red ones love to fly. Good job, Em.
And my flowers are coming up. One year for Mother's Day, me and Lane planted flowers, Easter flowers all along the fence for our mom. And then this spring I added to them with some flowers that we got from Baker Creek.
So that was one of my best gifts they've ever gotten me, because they come back year after year. We call them Easter flowers. They come up really early around here, and I enjoy them every single year. It didn't cost the kids a dime. They actually went back in the fields and dug some up. We have tons of them back there, and they lined the whole front fence. And then they actually, a couple years ago when we actually named our farm, they tried to put a VWFF in the front flower bed. It's pretty good, actually. I'm gonna show it to you. This was actually our brand for a while. It wasn't like just a VW. You can see it was a V, and then it had the F coming off both sides. You've probably seen it on some of our shirts we wear. And then the W is connected. This is the only part that's missing, this part of the W, and then the little pieces of the F are over there. So I was pretty impressed. I think your cat's liking them too. All right, I'm stepping back in the garage for just a second because the wind is crazy today. So I'm sorry if y'all can't hear me. We try our best, but we just live in a really windy spot, and winter and especially spring can be very windy around here. But we're gonna head out. Emily's getting some food. We're gonna let the ewe that has had her lambs out, and we're gonna just watch her for a second because Katie's out there. I don't think that she'll bother them. She really loves the sheep. She's a big guardian of them, so I think it'll be fine. And then the other one is about to lamb anytime. We're gonna go give her a look, and so we just thought we'd take you along. You ready? I know we talk a lot about how good of a farmhand Lane is, and he really is, but Emily's a good farmhand in herself. She does a lot of things around this farm. There's sweet Katie. Hey, Katie. Hey, Katie. Where's your eyes? There you are. All right, so we're going out here, like I told you, to move lambs and check the other one, and she's had her lambs, so let's go check it out. So she actually may be in the middle of this right now because that's the only one I see. But it's already up and nursing, so she could just be having a single. Here's these little chicks. How y'all doing?
Is it a girl or a boy?
Hey, girls. All right, so Lane and Emily are working on feeding the sheep, and we're going to try to work this mama and her two babies out. And give that other mama a little space and privacy to get bonded with her baby. So there she went. All right, again, sorry about the wind. I know it's blowing. Lane is going to try to get those two babies they ran in that house with that mama, try to get them worked out with their mama. She'll go back. I'm gonna stand over here and guard this gap. There we go. You got him now. That's good. There you go. It's the sisters. It's the sisters. You're trapped. Guess you're staying. Hey girls. Hey girls.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, you're so pretty. She needs a kiss.
He's so cute. Mwah. He's so cute.
Oh, yes you are. Look at you. Another girl.
This is your baby. What you do? So Katie's doing fine. She's not interested in him. She just wants to play.
All right, that new little girl seems healthy and fine and perfect. She may just be having a single. Every time our sheep and even when we had goats would have a baby, I'll go in and on their teats, I'll make sure they'll have like a plug in there. And I like to go ahead and get that out. I've called it a wax plug. I don't actually know what it's technically called, but the baby can probably get it out themselves. In fact, I'm sure of it, but I like to go ahead and make sure that they're getting milk and getting a good start. This mama is more wild than the other one, so we're just gonna back off. She had that one totally by herself and it's healthy and fine. So if she's got another one, I'm gonna assume she'll do the same. If she needs me later, I'll definitely help her, but I don't wanna stress her out. All right, we're in the back now. It's a little less windy back here, thankfully. There's a little break in the north wind. It's a cold day with a strong north wind, and so that just makes y'all hearing me a little more difficult. But I wanted to bring you out here and show you our sow. Emily's over here feeding we call them the teenagers, it's our feeder pigs, and they're gonna be fed out in March, actually. That's one of the benefits of us raising old spots. They are fed out start to finish, birth to processing weight in about 8 months. So it makes them really economical for us in raising meat for people. So here Emily is, she's about to feed our boar and sow, and you can see the bachelor pads in here too. So I'm gonna try to talk right in this mic where you can hear me. This is our sow right here. And she is about to drop piglets any moment. Honestly, she is due this weekend. I wanted to show y'all a few signs that we look for when we know she's about to have babies. One is like when the lady came that's our viewer and helped us AI the pigs a few weeks ago. That's a surefire way because you know exactly when the pig got bred. Well, we also keep an eye on our boar and sow, and we can pretty much tell when she got bred as well. So that's one thing. Keep an eye on when she comes in heat. She actually came into heat and we were pretty sure she was gonna have piglets around Christmas, but then after that she actually came back into heat. So you have to watch, no matter what animal it is, cows, pigs, whatever, when they come into heat and you're pretty sure they got bred, count up, see if they come back in. So she did come back in. So we have that date now on our calendar. We've been watching her, and sure enough, her belly is dropping. I'm gonna take you over there and show you. But her belly's dropping low, she's filling with milk. They'll almost get like a hollow look up top and they'll drop, and then they're getting really close. So we're figuring this weekend, we'll keep y'all posted on that. I also want to share with you the lady that came and helped us AI and share her channel with you. A lot of you are interested because she was a wealth of knowledge about pigs. They raise show pigs. They raise spotted pigs like we do, and her channel is called CKL Spots. Lane is going to link that down in the description so you can go right to her channel. I believe they've got something on there just recently about piglets, and so we're about to have piglets. If you're interested in checking her out, please do. Super sweet, down to earth, and we just really enjoyed her company, and we could have never learned to AI a pig without her. So go check her out. So let's go look at this sow over here. I'm gonna have to obviously turn the camera around, and I'm just gonna point out some of those signs I was talking about. So this would be a lot easier if she was out in the field further away, but I'm gonna try to climb up on this gate. So if you can see, like back there, see that hollowing out? She's a big girl, so she's not usually hollow like that, kind of sunk in, I guess you'd say. Her belly has definitely dropped. You can see how low her belly is actually to the ground. So she's not cooperating a whole lot for me to show y'all, but I tried to get a shot from the side that I hope Lane's gonna show. But when their teeth start being really pronounced and all sticking out, you can see them all, they're filling up with milk, and her belly will almost sometimes get so low it almost looks like it's rubbing the ground. It's gonna drop all the way down. That means they're getting really close, so you better start making preparations where you want them to have those piglets at, especially if you're raising them like us out in a pasture, or if you're raising them in the woods. Now they'll go make their own spot. You don't have to do a thing. And in fact, some of the times we tried to give her a nice spot, she's busted out because she wants to go make her own spot. So, but if you have a spot you definitely want them to have your piglets in, watch for these signs and start making preparations. All right, so here's this girl. You can spot her easily because she doesn't have a full tail. So we're gonna be watching her actually next weekend to see if she comes back in a heat, to see if that was successful. I will be super duper excited if that was successful. I love trying new things, especially things here on the homestead that could really make things work better and smoother. I hope y'all check that video out about us herding cows with the drone. That just felt like, it just felt so modern, I guess you'd say it. Which we're not really that modern of people, but it felt like to me, sometimes I buck against the system and I'm like, no, I don't like change. I don't want new things. But when that worked so beautifully, and it wasn't us or a dog or a horse having to be right up there with some of those crazy cows, it was a drone, I thought, man, you know what? I don't know why I fight it sometimes, because sometimes technology is such a blessing. So anyway, that's it for today. I gotta go get busy. I'm making soap and lotion for the shindig. Hope you're making plans to come. I'm gonna have Lane link that video too. There's still tickets available. We're gonna have to at some point call it quits on the Friday night meal because we have to give a firm number to the catering company. So if you're interested in that, for sure get your tickets, because there will be no tickets for that at the door. Saturday there will be, as long as there's still some available at that point. That's it, I think. I will see you guys later. God bless.